Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Btooom episode 6 review, and this week's episode of Btooom, the overall rating is gonna be okay plus. You know, like right above okay, but not good. And the reason why is very simple, because even though, you know, well, first of all, there was no action, but the real reason was because when it came to story progression, it wasn't like fully there. Like, we got a few things here and there. Like, for example, in this episode, we learn that a character cannot use another person's beams unless they kill that person. And also, we have Kimiko kind of, like, when I say kind of, I really mean kind of, get over her fear of men. Because, and the only reason why was because Sakamoto told her that Tyra assisted you or assisted me in saving your life. So, and that's the only reason why she did that. But at the end of the day, who does Sakamoto wind up running into? Sylvester Stallone, aka Rambo. And I mean, that is the last dude on this island you want to run into. I mean, him and Sunglasses, these two guys are must avoids. Because Rambo, he has that hunter's instincts. He can track you without needing the radar. In fact, the big guy in episode 2, he proved that. Because when he was tracking Rambo, well, Rambo was hunting him without the radar. Like, he knew where he was. Like, he was on some Predator type shit. Like what? Like we were watching Predator and shit. In fact, the way it happened was that Sakamoto, you know, he pressed the sonar and he saw like like the white blur. And then what happened was that, you know, so he starts to formulate a plan in order to, you know, take out this person or immobilize them. And then he presses the radar again, and right behind him, fucking Rambo, like, yeah, like I was like, damn. So, you know, like, this guy knows his shit. He doesn't need a bomb. He's got a fucking big ass knife. And when you get killed with that big ass knife, it's over. It's game over. You're dead. And, you know, I mean, cause I don't think I saw a bomb. I don't think I saw a bomb bag around his waist or on his shoulders. I didn't see one. So, I don't know. I mean, I wanted to assume that he's obtained bombs, but as of right now, I haven't seen them just yet. But this episode, in a nutshell, aside from the Rambo thing at the end, was basically Tyra, Sakamoto, and Kimiko avoiding the Komodo dragons. And then at the middle end of the episode, we have Tyra recuperating from his Komodo dragon bite, which I'm survived. I mean, I'm surprised that he survived that shit. Because Komodo dragon bites are deadly. They are deadly in the sense of the amount of bacteria that they hold. And normally, within like a few day or week time span, depending on the size of the creature, they will die due to illness. And like you can go online on YouTube somewhere, like on the Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, you can look up the Komodo dragon and see just how ferocious they are. And it's like, no. Like, you don't want to fuck with that. Like, these guys are competing with like fucking saltwater crocodiles, man. And saltwater crocodiles are some scary ass motherfuckers. Alright? They're some scary ass dudes. In my opinion, the saltwater crocodile over the fucking great white shark any day of the week. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, hey, these guys have survived for like 300 million years. Like, oh my god. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, I'm just saying. When it comes to reptiles, Komodo dragon easily top 3. Easily. And, you know, so the fact that he survived was impressive. But the way Sakamoto kills the Komodo dragons, very impressive. Because he noticed how, you know, that there was the wind from the sea blowing away, blowing towards the Komodo dragons. And even though he was debating on leaving Kimiko there to die, he actually grabbed one of the bombs that she had, made her press it, then he threw it and then he threw the burning gas bomb. So what happened was the burning gas bomb, it killed the Komodo dragons, it killed all the surrounding trees, but the wind prevented the gas bomb from going any further. So a very tactical plan. And then he made the inference that there is no wind in the game Btooom. That there is no wind, and in this sense, this game is different from the virtual game Btooom, because in the virtual game Btooom, there are no real life aspects like nighttime or daytime or, you know, soil or concrete or rock or urban area or, you know, wind blowing this way and that way. There's none of that kind of stuff in the virtual game Btooom, but in the real world there is, and you have to apply real world concepts and real world physics when you're having a life and death situation like this. So, you know, that was pretty damn good. It really was. I enjoyed that. And then after that whole entire stick came time to question Kimiko's, you know, her loyalties, because Sakamoto noticed how she had a suitcase full of food and all these bomb bags, and she could use all the bomb bags because, again, at the beginning of the episode, when Tyra got bitten by the Komodo dragon, and he was throwing the cracker bombs that he got from beating Kosuke, well, they weren't going off. And the reason why was because Kosuke is still alive. So the fact that Kimiko was able to use the bombs of other people lets him know that she has killed, or she may have been in part of killing, mad people. And, well, no, 3 or 4 people. And so he knows that. And now he's keeping a close eye on Kimiko, like he really is. He's, you know, like, I got your number. Like literally, I got your number. So he's on a lookout, because Kimiko may be, in fact, a threat. In fact, when she was crying, and when he was talking about how, you know, when they're doing their thing, she may betray them behind the back and kill them, and she's like, you know, no, I won't do that, I won't do that, and then he wasn't stat, because he was like, this could be genuine, but then she could be faking. So, again, I like that. So, like, it was good, But one of the things that I caught my attention in this episode was, I mean, not something that's very important, but I just kind of like it in a sense because I feel the same way, was that when Tyra, when he was talking about his past, well, no, when he was talking about what happens in his real world scheme in Japan, where when he comes to family, he's a really nice guy, he's a great guy, takes care of the family, the kids, the wife, yada, yada, yada. But when it comes to work, he's a quote-unquote monster, and he finds loopholes to screw you over. He will run you out of business and do all this stuff to ruin your life when it comes to work. And in a sense, he feels that it's karma. What he's going through right now, being on this island, suffering the bite from the Komodo dragon, you know, having his life on the line via bombs and yada yada yada, all this stuff. To him, it's karma, and that's something I believe in today, because karma, I believe, you know, I mean, I'm not a religious person, but I do believe what goes around comes around, because that to me, because I've experienced that, you know, like when you do something that is negative, something negative always winds up happening to you in the long run. Like, there's always going to be some sense of equivalent exchange, which is why most of the time I want to doing more positive shit than negative shit, because the way I feel is that if I do more positive in my life, and if I do more good deeds, then more positive karma will come my way later on in the future. Negative karma comes from when you do negative shit. So, I believe in that. I do. I mean, I don't know why. Well, no, I do know why. Because, again, I've been through this kind of stuff in my life. But, again, I'm not a religious person. I just believe that. Because, you know, it just kind of works out that way, I guess. I mean, I guess in a sense, that's the random order of the universe. I mean, I don't know. I can make like a 1-hour discussion on that, but I'm not going to, because it'll be, you know, 1 hour. No shit. But that was pretty much it. I mean, after that scene with Sakamoto questioning Tyra, and then we see Kimiko beforehand, she quote-unquote overcomes her fear of men, and she, you know, kind of holds down Tyra because, well, again, quote-unquote, because Sakamoto had to reinforce that, hey, this guy helped save your life, so you owe him, like, big time. And I guess she holding, you know, Tyra down was her payment, I guess. But whatever. I mean, either way, Tyra, the wound, I believe, is either disinfected or it is becoming to a point where it is actually, you know, returning to its natural, you know, like it's healing. It's healing, all right? I believe so, at least, because I don't think, because again, like I said before, the Komodo dragon bites normally don't heal in that fashion, but hey, I mean, maybe it wasn't that deep. I don't know. I mean, it looked deep as shit, but again, I can only make an inference. I mean, I can only make an assumption that he is either somewhat healed or fully healed. I mean, not fully, you know, so one of the two. But that being said, I'm done. You know, I'm done. So this is King Lightning. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. And wait, no, one last thing. We get when in the middle of all this stuff, we jump over to Japan to a Tyrannos corporation. The guy who was on the plane talking about the game that they're playing with Btooom and the beams, who sent the guys on the parachutes to, you know, compete on the island. Well, this guy is like, you know, talking to some dude who needs some freaking sleep. Like this guy needed sleep bad. But this guy was watching it, he was watching the monitor, and apparently everything going on the island is being monitored, which is what I assumed. But, you know, just seeing it actually, you know, seeing a guy sitting at a monitor watching all this stuff go down on the island, you know, that confirms it. That everything on the island is being monitored. So they know what you're going to do. They know what you're going to do. They know where you are at all times. You know, all this stuff. So, you know, so these guys know that Sakamoto, Tyra, and Kimiko, well, no, Sakamoto and Tyra as of right now. Kimiko is, you know, unknown at this point in time. But they know that these two want to escape the island. They know that. So we may, in fact, see this one guy with the baseball cap and the other guys involved with Tyrannos Games Corporation. We may see them try and hinder the progress of Sakamoto and Tyra in some way, shape, or form. Later on, probably Kimiko too. Yeah, probably. But yeah, so I'm done. King Lightning. Once again, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.